Fi ma ar hyd yr afon syfni heddi sy'n yn bwydo yn uniongyrchol I mewn i'r afon Cleddau. A fi'n mynd I gwrdd â Rick Cooper heddi a mae fe'n gweithio i'r Cleddau Project sy'n sicrhau bod y Cleddau yn afon iach. A fi'n mynd I weld sio yn union mae'n gweithio hwnna mas os wy'n iach neu beidio. Right then, Rick, how has the Cleddau Project been working with the local farmers to help improve river health in the Cleddau?
Our ethos is really we're never going to restore the Cleddau to good health unless we can help farmers change in a way that's a win for the farmers and a win for the river.
So what has the collaboration been like between the Cleddau Project and then local farmers?
It's been good. I think we've built a good degree of trust between the Cleddau Project and a selection of local farmers. We're working really on evidence, so helping farmers understand where we are now and then tracking it over time to hopefully evidence good practice and what makes a difference.
And what is good practice? What has been done to help the health of the River Cleddau?
Essentially in Pembrokeshire, we've got a surplus of nutrients flowing into the river, so nitrates and phosphates, nitrogen and phosphorus, and that is causing ecological damage in the river. So we have to try and farm in a way that reduces that surplus, and that means probably buying less fertiliser. It probably means a slightly less intensive way of farming, and it means looking after the soil and getting the soil to do the work rather than buying lots of expensive inputs. And hopefully it will save the farmer money and also help the river.
And have the local farmers and the farming community on the whole been receptive to these ideas?
We work with a dozen or so farmers at the moment, and the farmers we work with have been very receptive to this idea. I think farmers do care and want to make it better. And if it can be done such that it doesn't harm their business, that they make more profit potentially, and they reduce the flow of these nutrients into the river, then it's a win-win for everybody.
So what is a surplus nutrient and why are they bad?
They have an impact on the ecology of the river. They can they cause what we call eutrophication, so algal blooms, and they change the ecology. They change the fish, the health of the plants that feed the invertebrates that feed the fish. So the whole chain gets sort of damaged.
And part of your job, working with the Cleddau Project, you test rivers to see how well they're doing, don't you?
Yeah, we've got a lot of volunteers out there. We're testing 25 different sites every month for their water quality. We test for the nitrates, phosphates, ammonia. We look at the turbidity of the water. We look at the pH, the temperature, etc. And so we have a really big database of what's happening on all these tributaries of the Cleddau.
So from what I've understood about pollution and rivers so far, people are a big part of polluting the river and affecting its river health, but also a big part of the solution to remedying that. Tell me a little bit about citizen scientists.
It's an interesting term, isn't it? They're volunteers. Yeah. They are people who care about the river. They give their time freely. They come from all walks of life, all ages. And they do it really for 2 or 3 reasons. They want to help. They want to increase the evidence base that we've got. They want to be part of the solution. From our perspective, there's a talented, committed bunch of individuals who do it on a voluntary basis. It's amazing. But also they're our eyes and ears in the countryside. So they're looking at the health of the river on a regular basis and testing it on a regular basis and basically observing what's happening. And they spread the word. Every volunteer has a community of friends and family that know what they're doing. So it's a great way to get the whole community more involved.
And they're people that understand directly the impacts that a polluted river have on their lives.
They do, but we have several vets, we have civil engineers, we have lawyers and accountants and school teachers and quite a few retired people. It's a massive sort of, kaleidoscope of people. It's great. It's really, really good.
And one of the people involved, I think we're going to go and have a chat to him.
Brilliant.
You're right, Jake. Hello, how's it going? Right. So you work with citizen science. How did you come about being involved with them?
Basically, I volunteered to help out one of the regular testers on a section of river just down from here to provide cover. So I got to know how to do the testing, and that was my sort of introduction to it, which piqued my interest further, basically.
And how does a polluted river directly impact a community?
Well, in my personal case, it affects my fishing. I'm interested in the life in the river, from invertebrates up through fish and bird life around the river, otters in fact as well, some of the larger mammals, mustelids they are. Poor water quality impacts on the habitat for all of those creatures, and obviously that has a much wider implication in the landscape.
And a knock-on impact on the food chain as well.
Indeed, yeah.
And is that something you've seen happening in your local area?
Very much so. Well, I mean, my particular story is that I fished the rivers as a child and spent many years working away from this area, and on coming back the fish numbers are much lower. To give you a little anecdote, a few hundred years ago the farm workers used to complain that all they had to eat was salmon. Okay, so
what a great problem to have.
Absolutely, but that sadly the numbers of salmon running these rivers are in the sort of hundreds rather than thousands, which they used to, and the same is true of the suin. The brown trout seem to be doing okay, which that gives me a little bit of hope about where we're at with the water quality. But as the testing is demonstrating, there are pockets of areas where there are tributaries, which is particularly where the brown trout and the suin, where they spawn, where they're being very badly affected. Now that's going to affect the numbers, and as you say, in the food chain that has a huge knock-on effect.
And why is it important that communities do care about what's going on in their local rivers?
I spend a lot of my time literally in the water while I'm fishing, and to be honest, I don't care whether I catch fish. It's all about actually being in nature. I think those things are deeply important to us as a species. In fact, it's down to a very deep level as far as I'm concerned.
So looking after rivers ensures health of the river stays healthy, and then it's also a big part of our well-being and our mental health as people as well.
Very much so. Yes, yeah, and it offers so much. I mean, my interest is fishing, but there's a lot of activities on the river. You know, if it were of decent enough quality, you could swim in it. People kayak and canoe, and people just like to walk the banks. People like to, you know, observe nature. And if you're in the right place with the right conditions, this place will really deliver, you know.
Brilliant. Thank you, Jake.
You're welcome.